to me, my MontyVerse. Welcome back as we continue our journey through X-Men 97, and today is gonna get a little crazy.
Whoa, I mean, last episode, this whole series has been crazy.
Yeah, but I think this one's gonna be a little bit more crazy.
Ooh, I mean, I'm all in, so let's do it.
All right, guys, jumping right into X-Men 97, episode 4 right now.
Previously on X-Men.
Please don't hurt me.
Okay, prediction.
Okay.
Because now I'm looking forward to the opening every time, not that I wouldn't be.
You didn't even try to.
Bishop will be missing this time.
Oh, yeah, that's a good call. I think Bishop will be missing. I wonder if they're gonna do anything different with Jean.
Your parents.
To kind of let us know that this is a different one than we've been following.
Yeah.
It reminds me that I'm.
But it makes me also wonder, like, are they gonna, like, lose them one at a time?
Oh, wow. They have been, haven't they?
Because I think that would be fascinating, albeit very dark.
An old friend of Charles Xavier.
I just love that we're in the it's like we're going backwards in time. We're in the 1970s Black Leather Storm era. Oh, wow, this is the Marvel Studios fanfare.
I was gonna say, that's very different.
All right, here we go. Oh, her hair's in a ponytail now.
Yeah, but that's how it was in the original, right?
Yeah, that was her look in the original.
Interesting.
Okay, but it lets us know that this is a different Jean. Oh, no Bishop.
Oh, nice.
Long shot. Okay, so we're getting more clips. They're just like more clips.
Hey, that's the thing.
It's cool though. It lets us know like what's to come. Whoa, Forge.
Yeah, but at the same time, I would not skip this anyway.
Whoa, the Hellfire Club. And smack. I just want to see like 1 second later as they all just like
I know, like
bump into
what
each other.
actually happens? Whoa, coffee.
They have their own X mugs. Does everyone have their own color?
But I mean, branding, it's important.
But our new boss beat you to the pot.
Oh!
I'll take it.
That's a lot of sugar.
I mean, I'm guilty of that.
Giving them. After breakfast, the X-Men will...
Oh. Oof.
Surely our youngest member deserves some jubilation on her 18th birthday.
I second the blue.
Oh my god, she's that young?
Yeah.
Yo, someone's daddy didn't get him a pony for his sweets.
Yikes.
Parents perished when I was a child.
Who's got fireworks and turns?
Yeah.
Aww.
How do you want to celebrate the big 18th, huh? We are all eating.
Aww.
Aww. Are those muffin top? Oh, they're actual
No, they're
muffins.
muffins.
The arcade. It'll be just like old times. What do we?
The arcade.
I mean, that sounds like a blast for a birthday.
That little D&B, little David Buster's.
One day where I don't have to freak out about the professor, or Jean and her clone, or Cyclops and his latest control issue.
Ooh.
They just had to go play mutant politics at the United Nations.
When is a big deal.
That is a big deal.
The birthday Big Mac.
Yeah, 90s.
The only people who hate video games are bad at video games.
Ooh.
That's true.
Isn't mine.
Whoa, long shot.
Day's looking up. Let's play.
Is that the exact cartridge for the X-Men, the old X-Men arcade game?
Ooh.
The art looks very similar to the arcade station. Oh!
I mean, to be fair, if you had a random device in your room that you weren't familiar with, you should have been skeptical.
Yeah. I guess that was not a Motendo, it was a Super Motendo.
That was horrifying, by the way.
Thank you, everyone. Oh, God!
Ow.
Fast.
Oh, we're actually gonna see him use his powers a little bit more?
Yeah, I would hope so in this situation.
Yeah.
You know, it would be a lot easier if you just.
That's true.
That is very true.
My parents could see me on TV.
That's so sad.
Oh, man. These guys just out here saying slurs in the middle of the street. Jesus.
Wait a second. It could be a trap.
I mean, remember, it's the 90s.
Yeah.
That was normal back then.
You guys seen The Matrix? Oh, it is The Matrix! Oh!
I was trapped here with Storm. Gambit, too.
Gambit.
Gambit.
All enslaved to build by
Whoa!
past.
Pyro, Blob,
Sentinels.
Domino. Oh, it's like they're playing different levels.
Whoa, and like different worlds.
I didn't do that.
It was her.
Whoa, wonder who that could be.
System error. System.
Oh no, a glitch.
Like a cyberpunk mirage. Duh, we are totally in a video game.
Hello, Megan.
The young lady. You're like totally in a video game.
Mojo.
Psycho interdimensional alien TV producer who feeds off ratings. My greatest.
Oh god, so like every other corporate goon.
Yes.
You noticed. Got some nip, some tuck.
Oh god.
Terrible third quarter and it shows. Let's be real.
So basically he's just stressed.
For the next big thing, dirty.
Man, I can't wait to explain Mojo to you.
Oh god.
You kind of hit the nail on the head already, though. He was designed to be like a hyper realistic version of like not a hyper realistic, but a fantasy version of a corporate executive.
I was gonna say he's definitely not realistic,
Yeah.
but I get what you're saying.
It's based off your own memories.
Really? Me?
Ooh.
Please.
That's cool.
That's cool. Mine would be boring.
In a game.
That's actually a nod to the game where they replaced Jubilee with Dazzler.
Every dimension. Zapping up. No.
I'm definitely gonna miss a lot of Easter eggs this episode. There's so much going on.
Dominate the galaxies and the.
So I'm assuming you're a fan of the game.
What if we
I mean, listen, who hasn't played that Marvel vs. Capcom? All of the side scrollers.
Game you die in real life, but
So Sword Art Online.
before I cut you like a one-hit wonder.
Whoa!
The old school. Who's the boss? Form different worlds.
Oh my god!
What?
We're referencing old 90s TV shows.
For my X-Men Jubilee, so game on.
He's essentially like a 90s kid grown up.
Yeah.
He's like, you're my X-Man, Jubilee.
Yeah, you're my toy.
Yeah. Whoa, long shot. Oh, a little reference to Days of Future Past.
I love the animation they're doing to like
Yes.
convey the 8-bit or 16-bit.
Plus the sound design, the music.
Yes. But I like it because they're still maintaining their design and quality.
I'm sorry, that looks way more like Turtles in Time
It does.
than it does the X-Men game, which I think is the intention because that game was also super awesome. Okay. The Savage Land, see? Dinosaurs, told you.
Ow. Oh no!
Oh, get some health.
Roberto, do something!
How did you get my health back? That wasn't me.
Oh, that's cute.
Whoa.
Spiral.
This is what you get when you kill tech support.
I remember seeing this place on the news with me.
Wait, is that just a cane?
That's a crowbar. Oh, no, you're right, it's a cane. I
That's
don't know
what-
why I saw a crowbar.
These levels are taking me back.
Ooh.
Jubes, listen to yourself.
Jubes.
You gotta grow up. Otherwise, reality will smack you right in the face.
Oh!
Oh, a what?
The scene is taking forever.
Wait, what?
Damn, he had no health. Boss battle.
Ooh.
Is he gonna say?
A literal boss battle.
Yeah, this is actually the final boss fight in the game, and this is on Asteroid M, and I think that was also on Asteroid M.
Typical boss battle shenanigans.
Yes. Oh! Get wrecked. Also,
Total victory.
nailed it.
Is that...
Ooh. And next.
Whoa.
Oh, thank...
Aww.
Pô, tô ferrado. Esse lugar é muito perigoso.
I wonder who that could be. Who could be helping them?
Justifiably angry Portuguese, but...
Or not.
Yeah.
Ah.
Oh, creepy hand.
Yeah. I mean, is it creepy when it's helping you?
Yes. It could still be creepy. It could still be creepy and also help you.
All right, fair point.
No need for thank you among friends. And by friends, I mean you.
Whoa, Zori Bliss.
She's a plot twist. She's in league with Mojo.
Zip it, DaCosta.
Oh.
Like I said.
Oh, is this who the original voice actress is playing?
Yes.
Digital replicas of me.
I'm the only one left.
Oh.
It's nice knowing how every stage ends. But that's not living. Living doesn't get...
That's so deep.
But it has friends and family. Love, loss.
Great writing, as usual.
I know, even for what I would call a lighter episode.
But he's totally wrong about one thing. Video games rule.
Yeah.
Now, what do you say we destroy Mojo's game and get you two lovebirds out of here?
Let's do it.
Ooh, lovebirds.
Oh, wow. That's definitely an homage to the arcade game.
I mean, he looks pretty healthy now.
Whoa, final boss? What is this? The Rock?
The harder they pop.
Wow. Jubilee with full control of her powers is sick.
That ain't the half of it. Just you wait.
So where
Whoa, Destructo Disc!
So where does the name come from?
Abscissa?
Yeah.
Talk later. Talk after this. Oh! Finally!
Ooh.
Nasty glitchy.
Oh! Nice.
Yeah!
That's my...
Sick.
I'll gut you in the reboot.
I mean, considering that's now and you haven't done it.
Failure much? Oh no, spiky hair Gambit. We barely knew thee. Whoa.
Whoa. Oh, yikes.
Talk about risk.
Nice.
Whoa, that gaze. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, take risks, Jubilee. It's about life and love and
Whoa,
growing up.
Literal fireworks.
That's actually a pretty neat trick. It's really interesting that they split this episode in two. And that the Lifedeath is being told in an episode and a half. Interesting.
Yeah.
You like my jorts?
My Papa's bison chili.
Mm.
It's a later cut. Gives room for the
Ooh.
spices to do their magic.
And biscuits?
Nice.
Damn, Forge.
He's a keeper.
Draw unique connections. See how bits fit. But,
Man, what a great power.
But if you're needing a neat toaster or a thing that'll store your
Or a bowl of this delicious chili.
Damn.
Very important.
Oh, his powers would work on food.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
May I ask?
Wasn't anything to fix. Just adapted and got a little creative.
What a great outlook.
Let's go for a ride.
It's weird. I feel like they're pulling the punches of the story a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows? Let's see. It's an adaptation. Let's see what they do with it.
I was gonna say, you'll have to tell me later what you mean.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to interrupt this.
I think
Go ahead.
it gets a little dark. It gets very dark,
Oh,
the story.
I'm sure it does. It would be too good to be true otherwise. Oh, no.
Oh, not the horse.
Or her.
Yeah, I like animals, but maybe like she would fly again.
I wouldn't risk it.
You're right.
Stuck like this owl.
It's crazy how she still like understands weather.
She's perceptive. She has the experience.
It was creating a machine that could safely channel such power.
Ah, you
Good old days.
helps to get outside. You ready?
I'm nervous.
Ooh. Maybe try not saying it first.
Please. Winds.
It's tough. It's crazy the contrast in visuals.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you're still...
But it's all very stunning.
Why is fixing me so important to you?
That's the question.
I wonder.
The Defense Department offered to help me as long as I help them build some devices.
Oh.
Devices that could be used to neutralize dangerous mutants.
And there it is. And there's the twist.
That it would have been too good to be true otherwise.
Using my early designs, rough strokes at best, I left the
That doesn't help.
You, of all people, should know the perils of trusting those in Washington.
It's less guilt than in the comics.
If I told you the truth in Dallas, you wouldn't have let me help you.
Well, yeah.
My weaver of lies.
It hasn't all been lies.
It's happening so fast.
A perfect path to your redemption.
I love you.
Whoa.
What?
Ooh. Interesting. I don't know if it just everything happened so fast and so like his love feels unearned.
He could also just be BSing her. That's why. I mean, it's weird, but he also is desperate.
Burrow.
Wait, what?
Okay, so we're getting into this already. We're like taking like years of Storm storytelling and fitting them into half an episode of this show.
What in the world?
What the?
Home, you damn demon!
Oh!
Despairing, I feast on misery. Shall not waste my meal.
Wow. All right, so we're getting into the adversary already. I was wondering if they were gonna jump straight into the adversary, or if they were gonna address the dire wraiths at all.
Yeah.
But I don't think they can legally, because I think Hasbro owns the rights to the name dire wraiths.
Of course they do.
Yeah. It was a big thing with a character called Rom, the Space Knight. But interesting. This
is a crazy episode.
This episode is definitely wild.
Yeah.
Absolutely. A lot happened.
A lot happened, considering it was cut in two.
Yeah, I mean, it was cut in two, but more specifically, like, Lifedeath, I thought they were hyping it up to be this really, like, two-part epic.
Right.
But, here we are.
Yeah.
With half an episode focused on Jubilee, and the other half of the episode being Lifedeath Part 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I like the pacing of the Lifedeath stuff. The Jubilee stuff I think was great.
Yeah.
And I think in terms of like messaging, I think that it fits extremely well with the Storm stuff that comes after.
Mm-hmm.
It's all about living your life and moving on and trying to move past things and not living in the past.
Oh yeah.
So both of those stories are connected by that through line. The Storm stuff, see in Lifedeath, when we meet Storm, when Storm gets sent to Forge by Xavier, she is in the darkest state of her life, and we see that visually. She's like really in a deep state of depression.
Yeah.
Really contemplating life and whether she even has the fight left to live.
Mm-hmm.
And that's where she connects with Forge. But it feels like everything just feels so by the numbers, and not by the numbers. It just feels very fast. It's like tell more than show.
I mean, as someone who's not familiar with the story, I really like it. The only thing that felt like a little bit weird to me was him saying that he loves her. But part of me just not being trusting of anyone is like, oh, he's probably BSing her to some extent.
Yeah.
Because already she has more than enough reason to kind of cast him out, like, after what he's done.
Yeah, it's crazy. They fit the entirety, they adapted the entirety of the Life-Death double-sized issue into this half an episode.
Really?
Yeah, because the stuff that comes after is really the subsequent issues that follow it. Like, the main Life-Death that everyone really, I think, talks about is the stuff between Storm and Forge, that romance that kind of builds between the two of them, and then she gets the reveal that... And this, they kind of downplayed it a little bit. He's the one who designed the collar that takes away the mutants' abilities while they're wearing it, whereas in the comic, he's the one who actually built the gun that hit Storm.
So yeah, as soon as you mentioned that they kind of downplayed his involvement, I was like, okay, I get what you're saying. So it's like, good for him, I guess.
Yeah, I guess good for him. Yeah, it's just really weird. He still has that guilt, though.
Yeah.
Because Forge is a really interesting character, and I think he's in the comics, he's a Vietnam War veteran. They left it very ambiguous. He just said the war, which I guess is good because you don't want to date the show.
Yeah.
which was pretty smart. And he is essentially, I don't know how much I should explain because I don't know how much they're going to tell you in the adversary episode, so I don't want to over-explain Forge. But I will say there's definitely more to Forge than meets the eye, and there's definitely more to the adversary than meets the eye, and the stuff that they're about to go through with the adversary. But I don't know what to say because I don't want to spoil anything.
I was gonna say, I mean, your biggest hang-up is the pacing more than anything else.
Yeah, because I think like between there's like I said, they cover about 2 years worth of Storm stories in this. And they're going to be covering them within these episode and a half. And I think that's my, if I had any issues with this show, which I don't really think I do because I love the show, and for me it's like as close to perfect as it can possibly get. The one minor nitpick I would have would be pacing. I think as someone who's read these stories, we're moving very fast.
Yeah, but like you said, part of it is also going to be determined on, because we know that there's going to be another part and seeing kind of like what they do. But it definitely, like you said, you can feel how quickly they were moving from point A to point B in this episode.
I'm just talking about the series in general. I mean,
in
terms of like episode 1 was well paced, and I think it was good that we well moved. But then episode 2 and 3 and this one, I think we're like speeding through storylines here.
Yeah, for me, like as someone who's maybe sensitive, I like that, especially the last episode, it was so dark towards like, okay, I'm glad that got resolved. Otherwise, it would just be like so agonizing watching everything they were dealing with. But no, absolutely. With how grand the scale of the conflicts are, they get wrapped up pretty quickly and neatly. Not neatly, but definitely fast.
Yeah, and I think a lot of that is the streaming model.
Yeah.
I think X-Men the Animated Series had 22 to 25 episodes to play with per season, whereas this one has 10, I believe. Maybe even less.
And I think we're also so used to shows being longer than a half hour now. Because even if this is a cartoon, technically, if they had even just 10 extra minutes, I'm sure to you that would probably help it a little bit.
Yeah, it's interesting. But like I said, I love the design of both parts of the episode. I think Mojo World was definitely a love letter to the 90s in a lot of ways, between side-scrolling video games, the music, the obvious video game music, the Super Nintendo design of the Motendo, the different TV shows of the 90s and late 80s. All of that was like a love letter to the 90s. And it was essentially like for 90s kids. Like, hey, you grew up with this, time to grow up.
Yeah.
And it was 20 years ago, grow up.
And I think they did a great job with it without feeling overly fan servicey. I mean, that's hard for me to say because
there was a lot of fan service.
Yes, but it seemed like it was fun. It seemed like it integrated and made sense for this specific story.
There was fan service, but it didn't take away from the story.
No, because I think
it's fan service used well.
Yeah, because I do think that Jubilee's story was told extremely well, and they conveyed their themes very effectively.
Yeah, absolutely. And then you have the parallel, which is the Lifedeath stuff, which felt very much almost like, it felt very realistic in terms of lighting and design and cinematic. It's very, the use of colors, muted colors, the earth tones, Storm trying to get in touch with her relationship with nature. Really interesting stuff, fascinating. All of that stuff is top tier. It's really good. The use of color and lighting and shadows in this show has been fantastic so far, and the animation is quality as usual. I mean, that horse race was really fun.
Yes, I was gonna say that was a particularly sweeping visual to me, and I think there's a lot of shots that like just singularly almost feel like works of art.
Yeah, definitely. It's very much feels like pieces of art when you watch the show. And now that I think about it, I guess you can't really do Lifedeath justice in its own episode, the first part of it anyway, in terms of the comic, like the really emotionally heavy, dark parts of it, because the show is, a half-hour show aimed at all ages, from kids to adults, so you can't really have that kind of episode where it's slowly paced and all talking, without any sort of breaks to speed up the action of it.
Right, which, I mean, for us personally, I'm sure we would still enjoy that if they paced it that way, because we could ruminate with something like you said, a little bit slower and more thoughtful and dialogue heavy. I also understand what they're trying to achieve.
Yeah, either way, I think it's still a great episode. It might not be my favorite of the season, but I still enjoyed it a lot, and I'm excited to check out next week's episode. I don't even, you told me they're not on the episode list, that Lifedeath Part 1 and 2 aren't even...
But seeing how they structured this episode with technically 2 separate narratives, I guess that makes sense.
I don't even know what next episode's going to be about. I have to check the episode list.
But that makes me more excited.
Yeah, it's very exciting because it might cut back to like Jean and Scott. We might get a Jean and Scott focused episode.
Yeah, because in a way, this almost felt like a breather compared to last episode, which I'm kind of thankful for. But I do find them playing around with the narrative interesting like that.
Yeah, I mean, because Jean and Scott, Scott specifically I think was the main character of the first 3 episodes.
Yes.
I think that we were seeing the show through his perspective, and I like that they gave him a little break because the guy went through some shit the last 3 episodes.
Oh yeah.
So maybe we'll catch back up with them and see how their relationship is doing and see how that's affected them. Maybe Hellfire Club, Emma Frost gets involved. Who knows? But maybe now I'm theorizing. Now the synapses are firing. Maybe that could be next week, and then we jump back to Life Death. But who knows? If you guys like this video, make sure to give it a huge thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay up to date on all of our latest content. If you want to check out our other X-Men reactions, click the link on the page. And until next time, guys, stay versed.